First, find the Pang Guang Shu point, and take the prone position when selecting the point. This point is located in the lumbosacral region, on the left and right sides of the second sacral vertebra. 1.5 inches, same body inch, 2 transverse fingers. To stimulate the Pang Guang Shu point, you can use moxa, the method of moxa burning, lying on the prone position. Place the ignited moxa on the targeted points about 2 to 3 centimeters away, until the skin becomes flushed. To stimulate the point, the pressing method can also be used. Focus on the Pang Guang Shu point, press down vertically and forcefully, then release. Press against the abdomen for 5 to 10 minutes, about 15 to 20 times per minute, then find the Guan Yuan point. Take the supine position, on the midline of the abdomen above, 4 horizontal fingers 3 inches below the navel, the same body inch. It is the most suitable for stimulating Guan Yuan point. To cut a piece of fresh ginger with a thickness of 0.3 to 0.5 centimeters, puncture several needle holes with a needle, and then place a moxa cone on the ignite the ginger slices, put them on Guan Yuan point. 3 to 5 times each time, until the local skin is warm and comfortable, with a slight flushing degree, once every other day or 3 days more than 10 times a month. In addition, the pressing method is also suitable for Guan Yuan point. Yi Men point is located on the arm, between the ring finger and the little finger, and the bone against the ring finger is the point selection, to stimulate the Yi Men point. You can use the method of pressing, then the force gradually increases, press hard and hold for 5 to 6 seconds and then release, rest for 3 seconds and then press deeply. 1 press and 1 release is a cycle. Press for 5 to 10 minutes, or you can use the press method of kneading is to press the pulp of the thumb on the position of the Yi Men point. And then take the point as the center, maintain a certain strength to rotate and massage. The strength is suitable for a feeling of soreness and heat, and each massage is 5 to 10 times. Because of the special position of the Yi Men point, it will feel more painful when massaged. To stimulate it, you can also use mild moxibustion to stimulate the Yi Men point. After igniting the moxa stick, Aim it at the Yi-men point about 10 minutes, away from the skin at the point 2 to 3 centimeters, for moxibustion. The skin at the point feels mild but no burning sensation is appropriate. Moxa is burned for 10 to 15 minutes each time. You can also use a bird to peck and burn. And the ignited moxa stick is aimed at the Yi-men point. The technique of falling near and far is applied, which can give a strong warm stimulation to the acupuncture points, usually 10 to 15 minutes. The location of Ling Hu point is easy to find. Bend the knee 90 degrees, and there is a small protruding bone called the fibular head below the outer and lower part of the knee joint. The depression below the rear edge is the depression. To stimulate the Ling Hu point, you can use the method of tapping. Press your thumb on Ling Hu point. Press down hard and hold for 5 to 6 seconds and then release. Rest for 3 seconds before pressing. 1 pressing and 1 loosening is a cycle, each time pressing Ling Hu point 3 to 5 for a few minutes. You can also use the method of massage. Press the pulp of the thumb on the position of the Ling Hu point, and then use the point as the center to maintain a certain force to rotate and massage. Massage for 3 to 5 minutes each time. Insist on regular massage. Gentle moxibustion is also suitable for stimulating the Ling Hu point. Ignite the moxa stick. And hold the ignited end about 2 to 3 centimeters away from the skin at the point. The method of rotating the moxa clockwise from the inside to the outside, each time for 10 to 15 minutes. Pay attention to the redness of the skin at the point and stop it. You can also use the bird to peck the moxa. Aim the ignited moxa sticks at the Ling Hu point, and drop them together. The method of applying moxa burn in a near and far way, just like a bird pecking, 10 to 15 minutes of moxa each time, which can stimulate the acupuncture points with a strong warm and hot stimulation. The above operation methods can be used alone or in combination. Shao Hai point is located at the edge of the cubital crease. When selecting point, you should sit upright, with your wrists on the side, bend your elbows at a right angle, and touch the inside from the tip of your elbow. You will feel a protruding bone, which is the medial epicondyle of the humerus. The midpoint of the line connecting the medial epicondyle of the humerus and the medial end of the cubital crease is the Shao Hai point. To stimulate the Shao Hai point, you can press the Shao Hai point with your thumb, and you can feel the local soreness of the pain. Gradually press hard and deeply, hold for 10 seconds and then release. One press and one release form a cycle. Massage Shao Hai point for 3 to 5 minutes each time. You can also use the method of pressing and kneading. Lift the arm. Make a fist and let it go naturally on the shoulders, with the elbows bent and the tip of the elbow facing outwards. Press the Shao Hai point with the thumb, and then take the point as the center. Keep a certain degree of strength to rotate and massage. The massage time is between 3 and 5 minutes. We can also using the method of point tapping. Use the hollow fist of the opposite hand to strike the Shao Hai point. Be careful not to use too much force. A total of 108 strokes. Every 6 strokes, take a breath. 1 to 3 strokes for inhalation, 4 to 6 strokes for exhalation, and so on. The method of moxibustion can also be used for Shao Hai point. Ignited moxa stick is placed on Shao Hai point about 2 to 3 centimeters. The He-yang point is located on the back of the calf, before the knee joint. Find the midpoint of the popliteal ridge, which is the Wei-zhang point, and then straighten the calf. At this time, a pointed depression will appear under the gastrocnemius muscle, Changshan acupoint. Connect Wei-zhang acupoint and Changshan acupoint in a straight line. 3 horizontal fingers and 2 inch below Weizhong acupoint, which is the point selection site, to stimulate He-yang acupoint. You can use the method of tapping, and press your thumb on He-yang point. Position: gradually press hard and deeply to make the local feel sore and swollen. Hold for 5 to 6 seconds, then release. Press and release for a cycle. Press the He-yang point for 5 to 10 minutes. The method of pressing and kneading is also it can be used to stimulate the He-yang point. Press the thumb on the He-yang point. The strength is to feel the soreness, numbness and pain at the point. And it is suitable to radiate to the toes. Then, with the position as the center, maintain a certain force and rotate clockwise. Press and knead for 5 to 10 minutes each time. You can also use the method of point tapping. Make an empty fist with both hands, and tap the He-yang point rhythmically, or use a small mallet massage stick to continuously tap the acupoint. Each tap massage for 5 to 10 minutes. You can also use mild moxibustion to stimulate the He-yang point, after the moxa stick is ignited. Aim at the He-yang point about 2 to 3 centimeters from the skin surface at the point. If the skin feels mild but not burning, it is advisable to use the method of pecking and burning the moxa. The ignited moxa sticks are aimed at the He-yang point, and the technique of falling and falling near and far together is used to scorch the acupuncture points with strong warmth, heat stimulation. Usually about 10 to 15 minutes each time. First, find the location of the shui fen point. The point is located in the upper abdomen, on the front midline, when the navel is an inch above the navel, that is, the width of a finger above the belly button. Whichever is the finger, to stimulate the shui fen point, you can use the pressing method to press it with the pulp of the thumb. For the shui fen point, press deeply with the finger pulp during massage. Keep the pressure for 5 to 10 seconds and then relax. Press again, and continue repeatedly, 10 minutes each time, 5 times a day. You can also use the massage method to stimulate the shui fen point. We use the thumb press down the shui fen point on the abdomen. Take the point as the center, press and knead with the finger pulp. 10 minutes each time, 5 times a day. The ginger-separated moxibustion is particularly effective for the shui fen point. Cut fresh ginger slices 0.3 to 0.5 centimeters thick. Puncture with a needle, make a few pinholes, then place moxa on the ginger slices and ignite and swirl, 3 to 5 times each time, until the local skin is warm and comfortable and slightly flushed. Then find the shui dao point, when the middle and lower part of the navel is 3 inches, 2 finger widths away from the front midline. Take your own fingers as the standard. One on the left and one on the right. The same pressing method as the shui fen point can be used to stimulate the shui fen point, massage method and ginger separated moxibustion method. The jaw che point is located on the cheek of the human body, about 1 finger in front of the mandibular angle. When chewing, the masseter muscle bulges, and the depression is the point. When looking for jaw che point, you can clench your teeth hard and touch the hand down in the direction of the earlobe, and you will feel a high bulge on the face. That is the masseter muscle. There is a small pocket on the bite machine, and the pocket is the position of the jaw che point. Generally used, the method of pressing or rubbing can relieve menstruation, relieve pain, activate blood and reduce swelling. When pressing, place the thumbs of both hands on the jaw che point on the same side, press the point with the finger pulp, and press with appropriate force. Gradually pressing from light to heavy, about 30 seconds, then release, press and release for a cycle. Generally press for 3 to 5 minutes, the tooth pain will be relieved or even disappeared. After the massage, you should rub the points for a while to eliminate the local acid caused by the point. Pain when pressing, put the thumb pulp to the position of the jaw point. And then take the point as the center and maintain a certain strength, rotate and press. Each press can be turned clockwise for 1 minute, and then counterclockwise for 1 minute. Until the toothache is relieved, because the jaw point is symmetrical on left and right, so pay attention to connect both sides. Tian Chong point is located at the back edge of the ear and heel of the head, and it is placed vertically upwards, 2 inches above the 3 horizontal fingers, to stimulate Tian Chong point. You can use the method of tapping. Press the Tian Chong point with the thumb pulp, and then gradually apply force. Press deeply, hold for 2 to 3 seconds and then release. Rest for 3 seconds and then press. 1 press and 1 release is a cycle. Press for 2 to 3 minutes. You can also use the method of massage. The range can be larger when you press and knead. The index finger, the middle finger, the ring finger, and the 3 fingers are juxtaposed, with Tian Chong point as the center. Keep a certain amount of force to rotate and knead. And press and knead for 2 to 3 minutes each time. Rubbing with the middle finger up and down the Tian Chong point, it is better to feel sore and hot locally. It is worth noting that since the Tian Chong point is located on the head, moxibustion, cupping and scraping cannot be used to avoid causing danger. The method to stop vomiting of pregnancy. Stimulate Ne Guan point and Gong Sun point. First find the Ne Guan point, which is located in the middle of the forearm. 2-inch and 3 transverse fingers on the wrist crease. Select points between the two tendons. Ne Guan point can be stimulated the pinching method. Cover the cut surface with the thumb fingernail. Follow the fingertips of the tendons on both sides of the point. Slowly and forcefully pinch. Press deeply for 3 seconds. Press lightly for 3 seconds, each time 5 minutes. And you can also use the point rubbing method to stimulate for Ne Guan point. Press the point area with the thumb pulp, then press and rub it, hold for 3 to 5 seconds and release it for 1 second. Press deeply, cycle for 10 minutes, and then find Gong Sun point. Gong Sun point is on the inner edge of the foot, the front and lower part of the base of the first metatarsal bone. At the border of red and white flesh, the effect of stimulating Gong Sun point moxibustion is very good. Moxibustion at the point about 2 to 3 centimeters from the surface of the skin. Only if the skin at the point is flushed. In addition, the point kneading method can also be used to stimulate Gong Sun point. The method is the same as that of Ne Guan. First, find the location of Kukai point. Kukai point is located on the elbow, at the bend of the elbow, at the end of the cubital crease, and at the depression of the inner edge of the lateral epicondyle of the humerus to stimulate the Kukai point. You can use the pressing method and use your thumb to press the Kukai point on the abdomen. Press deeply with the finger pulp during the massage. Keep the intensity for 5 to 10 seconds, then relax. Press again, and continue repeatedly 10 minutes each time, 5 times a day, 15 days as a course of treatment. Massage and kneading method. It can also be used to stimulate Kukai point. Press down the Kukai point with the pulp of the thumb. When massaging, press the pulp firmly and deeply, and then press and soften it. Stop the pressure when there is a feeling of soreness, and keep the pressure for 5 to 10 seconds, then relax, press and knead. Repeat for 10 minutes each time, 5 times a day, 15 days as a course of treatment, and then find the Yang Ling Quan point on the outer side of the calf, when the depression in front of the fibula head is this point, which stimulates the Yang Ling Quan point. In addition to the same pressing method and massage method as Kukai point, can also use moxibustion method. Ignite moxa sticks and aim at Yang Ling Quan point, about 2 to 3 centimeters from the skin surface. To apply the skin to the point, feel mild but without burning pain. Moxa burn for about 10 minutes each time, as long as the skin on the point is flushed, once a day before going to bed. 3 to 5 times a week. The location of Jing Ming Point is easy to find. Jing Ming Point is located on the face, slightly above the inner canthal angle of the eye, in the depression. You can stimulate the Jing Ming Point by pressing the root of the nose. Be careful not to apply too much force, and then press vertically downwards on the Jing Ming Point when pressing. You need to close your eyes. Press each time for 5 seconds, then release and open your eyes, every 10 times for one group. Stimulate shrewdness. You can also use the method of squeezing. Close your eyes. Press the thumbs of both hands on the Jing Ming Point. Press the root of the nose, and then squeeze down and then up. Squeeze up and down once for the beat, and do it continuously 8 times and 8 beats. Fu 2 point is located on the outer part of the neck of the human body, between the sternocleidomastoid muscles. The sternocleidomastoid muscle is the largest and thickest muscle among the muscles of the neck. It is responsible for the movement of the top of the head in all directions. When turn our head to the side to the maximum extent, we will see a very obvious muscle in the neck, which is the sternocleidomastoid muscle. Fu 2 point is located next to the Adam's apple, and the sternocleidomastoid muscle between the front and rear edges. We can use acupuncture or massage for Fu 2 point. The position of Fu 2 point is very close to the neck artery, vein and nerve. If you are not a doctor with formal training, the acupuncture method is slightly different. Be careful, it will damage the neck arteries and cause danger. Therefore, it is recommended that you use the massage method at home. When massaging the Fu 2 point, you need to keep your eyes straight and the neck straight. You can use your thumb to hold the Fu 2 point with a certain force. When pressing the point, count 5 times in your heart, then release it. 1 press and 1 release form a cycle. Do it 5 times in a row, and then switch to the other hand. You can also place your index finger, middle finger, ring finger and little finger on the Fu 2 point, position and surrounding. Then center on the point, maintain a certain strength, gently rotate and press. At this time, the head and neck should also move. You can first pass it to the left back, then restore. Then turn to the right back, restore, repeat 8 to 10 seconds. You can also put the 4 fingers together and the thumb apart. The thumb pulp and the 4th finger pulp are placed on both sides of the Fu 2 point respectively, and at the same time rub in the middle direction, and meet at the very middle of the neck. Xian Gu point is located on the back of the human foot. When we choose points, we first need to find the seam end of the second and third toes, and then 2 transverse fingers above it, about 1.5 inches. Before the junction of the second and third metatarsal bones, the depression is the Xian Gu point. To stimulate the Xian Gu point, we can use the method of tapping. Press the palm of the thumb firmly on the Xian Gu point on the back of the foot. Press firmly and deeply. Hold for 5 to 6 seconds and then release. 1 press and 1 release form a cycle. Each side of the Xian Gu point can be pressed for 3 to 5 minutes, once a day in the morning and evening, or local strong stimulation can be used. Method. We can use a cotton swab or the end of a ballpoint pen or a toothpick to use the end of a round shield to puncture the Xian Gu point continuously. This method can achieve the same effect as acupuncture. Press down the Xian Gu point with the thumb pulp. If the point has a soreness and pain, then take Xian Gu point as the center. Maintain a certain strength, and perform rotary massage for 3 to 5 minutes each time. Every morning and evening, massage once and insist on regular massage. We can also use the method of moxibustion at the Xian Gu point. Ignite the moxa stick, and then hang the ignited end above the Xian Gu point, perpendicular to the skin about 2 to 3 centimeters. So that the skin feels mild but without burning pain. Moxa sticks for 10 to 20 minutes each time. Xian Gu point has a good effect on rhinitis. If you usually have rhinitis and other problems, you might as well try pressing the Xian Gu point. The Da Ji Yu Kong point is located in the hand, at the midpoint of the interphalangeal joint on the dorsal side of the thumb. When acupuncture points are selected on the horizontal stripes to stimulate the Da Ji Yu Kong point, the method of pinching and pressing can be used. Using the opposing force of the thumb tip and the index fingertip of the finger, and the hardness of the nails, press the Da Ji Yu Kong point hard, one pinch and one loosening as a cycle. Each time you press the Da Ji Yu Kong point for 5 to 10 minutes, to stimulate the Da Ji Yu Kong point, you can also use the method of puncturing. You can find a cotton swab or the end of a pen or a toothpick upside down, as long as it is a round shield head. And then use the round shield head of these items to continuously pierce the Da Ji Yu Kong point. Be careful not to use excessive force, as long as it can withstand for the degree of pain relief. Moxibustion can also be performed on the Da Ji Yu Kong point, and the ignited moxa stick is aimed at the Da Ji Yu Kong point about 2 to 3 centimeters perpendicular to the skin surface. And the skin feels mild, but there is no burning sensation. In addition, the method of burning moxa is rotated clockwise for 10 minutes each time. The above operation methods can be used alone or in combination. The location of Shen K point is easy to find. It is located in the center of the belly button. The best way is to stimulate moxia at Shen K point. Gentle moxibustion can be used. And the moxa stick is ignited and aimed at Shen K point about 2 to 3 centimeters. The skin feels mild but painless, usually 10 to 15 minutes each time. Moxa pecking you can also use. The method of pecking moxa: hold the ignited moxa stick, aim at the Shen K point, and let it fall together. Moxibustion is performed near and far, usually for about 10 to 15 minutes each time. Ginger separated moxibustion can also be used. Take a piece of fresh ginger and cut it into 0.2 to 0.3 centimeters thick slices. Puncture several holes with a needle in the middle. Put it on Shen K point. Grind moxa sticks into a ball the size of a soybean, and set it on fire. When the patient has a local burning pain, lift the ginger slices slightly, until the skin is flushed and not blistered. Ginger moxibustion can ventilate the body, non-heat constitution, and those who are deficient and weak can use this method. You can also use the method of preventing salt method. Fill a small amount of salt on the navel, and add sliced ginger, then twist it into a ball of moxa the size of a soybean. As for burning it, you can also use the Chinese method of kneading. After rubbing your hands together, the lower left and the upper right are stacked on the navel, and clockwise to press and knead 360 circles each time. In addition, hot compress can also be used to replace moxa, but the water temperature of the hot water bottle should not be too high. It is enough to feel warm and comfortable. If the temperature of the water bag drops during the hot compress, it should be replaced immediately. The above operation methods can be used alone or in combination.